never mind. Oh,
Hello thinkers, welcome back guys. In today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make logos, and this is like an updated version, so yeah. So let's get right into it. So what we typically first need to do is that we're gonna learn these two first. I'm gonna teach you guys this one first. So let's get right into this one. So what you need to do is start off with your pencil. So to do that, you need to go over here, go to the star tool from the shape area bar right here, and you're gonna hold shift and just drag a nice perfect one. And then you're gonna left click the star, and then you'll find something on your top left saying star. And don't do anything with the radius 1 and radius 2 things like those. But you have to do something with the points. So you have to set the points to 3 instead of 5. So you see, there's 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and there'll be a line coming right here. It's like cutting out one triangle from here. So I can just click on OK. And we'll have the first part of our pencil. So you don't need the star anymore. All you can do is what we have to do next is we have to rotate it, the rotate tool, over here. The shortcut is also R, by the way. And so you have to rotate it to the area where it's most pointy. So I prefer there. And now, after that, you gotta hold shift and lower it down. Set its size to perfectly. And then you also have to set the stroke to none. Just like that. Now, you have to fill it to the color of the bottom of the pencil. I'm just going to do this color. And just like that. So, back again, we're going to go back to the rotate tool. And just make sure if it's nice and perfect. If you don't like it that way, I'll keep it like this. So I need to bring it a little down, but we'll bring it back up when it goes like that. So next we're going to take the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M, and we're going to create a pretty slim rectangle. And then we're going to use the rotate tool, rotate it, go over here, move it a little here, and maybe rotate it a little more, just to make sure it fits nice and perfectly. So maybe just a little more is perfect. I need to make it a little overlapping, just to make it look perfect. And now I can make the color for the pencil. So what I'm gonna do here, and I'm gonna select the yellow and set the Y a little lighter, just like that. Okay, so now we have the body of the pencil. We need to add all the little details. We need the eraser and everything. So what we're gonna do first is add shading. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on it, do Control C, that will copy it, and then you need to do Control V, and you have another one of those. Now you're just gonna line that right there, align it, make sure it's nice and perfect, and slim it down a little bit, just like that. And you're gonna go back to the fill and set the Y a little lighter, just like that. So you need to make sure it's nice and perfect, so you don't get anything wrong. So about there. Okay, so we have the shading. If you can't see it, I'll light it up a little more. There, you should be seeing it now. Okay, so now we have the shading. We're gonna move on to the eraser, and then we're gonna shade that part. So first we need to go to the eraser. So again, we're gonna copy this rectangle, not this shading rectangle, but this rectangle right in the background, the yellow one, the lighter yellow. Not the lighter yellow, the darker yellow. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So now we're gonna place it right on top and just lower it down about this much. And then we're gonna set the color to a nice gray. The back top, I think I'll do this. And just like that. So now we're going to add the shading. So we're actually going to click on the light one, then do Control C and Control V. We'll have another one of these. Exact same thing. You place it right on top of that one. And I'm just going to lower it down to about this much. And I'm going to select that same gray color. So it's this one. And I'm going to go to the color palette and light it up. And there we go, we have another one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add the eraser right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the gray square, not the light square, the gray one. And we're going to do Control C, Control V again. And we're going to place it right on top and make it just like that. So we're going to zoom in a slight bit. We're going to click on it, and you'll see these 4 dots. That, you need to click on it and lower it down. Not too much, just this much. And then you gotta hold it down a little. Then pull it this way. Make sure it's nice and fit. Just like that. And then we're going to set the color to a nice bold pink. And then we're going to left click, and what you'll see is a few options. What you're going to do is click on it, select it, and then left click on it, and there'll be something called arrange. You need to hover over it, and it'll say bring to front, bring forward, send back, or send to back. If you don't see that, what I want you to do is hold shift, control, and the bar, which is right over here. So if you hold, so it's this. This is the bar, by the way. That. You need to hold shift, control, and this while selecting this. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to do shift, control, bar. See? It's in the back now. So now it looks nice and fit. There we go. So now I'm going to zoom out. And next I'm going to add the lining here. This is quite optional actually, but I'm just going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to line it up just like that. And I'm going to fill that to a little dark gray, both on stroke and fill over here. And I'm going to set that a little thick, just like that. And then make sure it's nice and aligned so I don't have it overtopping. So just like that. Okay. About there. Now we're going to click on that little line, and we're going to Control C and Control V over and over again. But make sure it's nice and exact in the spacing, just to make it look a little neat. Try your best at it. So, and just like that. And we're going to put actually one in the shading. We're going to put one in the shading. And we're actually going to light that color up for this line a little more too. So it looks like goes with the background of the lighting and shade. So now we have the shade, all the things. We need the point so I can use the pencil in the first place. So to add the point, what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. We're going to click on the triangle, and we're going to Control C, Control V. You'll have another one of these. Now, what I want you to do is make it aligned, hold shift, lower it down, and just like that. So you're going to keep on holding shift, lowering it down until it's nice and small. When you have that small point, you have to add it and turn it to a nice grayish black, the nearest, the darkest gray. And there we go. So now we have the pencil. We have to select the whole thing. With the selection tool, the shortcut is V. And I'll select the whole thing, left click, and there'll be something called group. You want to just click on that. And now, what that does is all these little details turn into one, every single piece. So now if we move it, it selects the whole entire thing. So now we can zoom out. We can take this and put that back here while we wait. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to go to the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M. I'm going to go to the intersect of the whole canvas and move it all the way to the other intersects. And that created this. That's the background color we're going to use. So you can use whatever color you want. I'm going to give a nice tonish yellow. Now I'm going to bring this over here. Make sure, and I'm going to left click on it and say go back to the range and bring forward. All I have to do is control that bar thing but the opposite side. So I need to hold control. So I'm going to tell you this. We need to hold control and this actually, yep, that. So just like that. We need to hold that. Let me get this pencil over here. So we have it. I'm going to bring that in the area we want. And I'm going to left click on it. And I'm going to go to range and just do control. You don't have to left click on it. What I just said, control barcode. And if I just do that, boom. Okay, so now it's here. Oops, I forgot something. I want to bring to front. So I actually have to do shift control in that barcode that I just did. So just do that. And now we have it right in front. So I guess the color for the background isn't showing the color for this. So what I'm going to do is change it. Make it a little lighter. Like that. So now we can see it. Or I'm just going to send those to a complete different color. Let's see. This is great. Okay, so now we're going to place this a little up. And now we're going to make it look like we drawed it. So what I'm going to go do is go to the paintbrush tool. The shortcut is B. And go to stroke. And set that to a nice grayish color. This color. Or you can make it a little lighter. Just a little lighter. And I'm going to go to the brush. Right over here in the properties. And what you'll see, you might not see this, but what you'll see over here, you have to click on this button. And you're going to click on the little thing right here on the left, on the right top corner, right here. About right here. Just want to click on that. And then you're going to do open brush library, select over it, and go to artistic, and go to charcoal pencil. And now we'll have all these. So what we're going to do is we're going to select, let's see, thick. So let's see if it works. So as you can see, looks like someone wrote over it. So so now we're going to go to the paintbrush tool and go right from the edge, make it a swirl. But we don't want this to touch that part, so let's make it a little more perfect. And set the thickness a little more. And now we just swirl it. Boom. There we go. Pretty nice, right? Now I'm just going to set this right here. Move it a little more. Let's see. There. Okay, next what we want to do is add the title right over here, the last part. So I'm going to go to the text, type tool, the shortcut is T. I'm going to click, and I'm going to set the font a little different. You can do whatever you want. And I'm just going to fill it to a nice yellow, gold yellow. And I'm going to do GD Studio. And there we go. You got that logo. It's exactly like this. Just another version. So now next, what we're going to do is the fin.com logo. over here. So what we're gonna do first is just delete everything. You can save it using Control S, but I'm just gonna delete everything so we can work on this. So what we're first gonna do is go to the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M again, and you're gonna go to the intersect, next intersect, and you're gonna fill that to a complete black, just like that. And now what we're gonna do next is go to the ellipse tool. The shortcut is L. I'm gonna hold shift and drag. So just like that. And now I'm just gonna set the stroke to white. And then you see this over here in the appearance. I'm gonna set that to 6 of the thickness. Let's see how much. Okay, 13. 13 is perfect. Just like that. So I'm gonna make that a little up. And now, what we're gonna do next is gonna drag this rectangle, and we're gonna drag this too. And make sure this is also filled by none, by the way. And I'm gonna place that right. Yep. You can select that and put it right over this, just so we can see it. And now next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the fin. So I'm gonna go to the curvature tool. If you can't find it, it's right over here. And by the way, if you have to do Shift plus, and if you're on Windows, you have to do this swirl thing. So let me show you. You have to do this. So what you have to do is Shift plus, Shift plus this. So you have to add the plus, by the way. So Shift plus this. Okay, there we go. So I need to add those. So now that's a curvature tool. We need to grab the curvature tool, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a fin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to the curvature tool, and we're gonna make a nice fin. So just like this. And there we go. If you heard something in the background, sorry. That's just some sound. So I'm gonna set that to none. And I'm setting the stroke to this light blue color. I'm still gonna fill that up. And there we go. So now we're gonna take the circle, place that right over, and place this right over. So now we have that logo. All we have to do now last is go to the type tool. The shortcut is T. I'm gonna click. And let's see. Let's type here. Let's first go to our. Okay, we'll just use OCRA extended. That's the character and the font. So I'm just gonna type fin.com, but I can't see it well. So what I'm gonna do is make it light blue, just like that. And I'm just gonna type fin.com, and then just like that. Let me turn on caps lock and see how it looks like. Okay, I'll just make it nice and good. There we go. And we can place that right there. And that's it. So this is like an updated tutorial on how to make perfect logos in Adobe Illustrator, by the way, because I have improved, and some of them weren't actually that good, so yeah. So this is how to make a great logo in Adobe Illustrator updated. Hello guys, in today's tutorial I'll show you how to make an owl in Adobe Illustrator. Let's get started with an oval. So to get an oval you need to go to the Ellipse tool, the shortcut is L, and you want to create an oval with the Ellipse tool. And I'm just going to set it to a nice brown, about light brown, like that. And I need to make sure that all the stroke over here, the stroke, see this? It has this lining of black. That's what you don't want. So you need to go to the stroke and click on none from the stroke. That's it. Now we have his little head. Now we need to create the eyes. So we need to grab the Ellipse tool, create two big eyes. You need to click on it and click back on OK. And you need to fill them both white, like this. And you just want to place them right here, and just like that. So you want to create the inside of the eye, so I'm going to create a bigger circle. Same thing, if you click on it, you'll be able to top left. Top left, there'll be something called Ellipse. And the width and height, you don't need to do anything with that. Just click on OK. You'll have another exact one. But if you clicked on the width and you changed it, then it would be completely different. So you see, you just want to fill both of them black, like this, like that. And I just want to create one small one. Here, we first want to test it, and I'm just going to set this to light blue and scale it up. It should fit, it should just make a outer rim. Now, okay, here. We don't need this. We can just leave the eyes like that. And next you want to create here. I want to create the oval a little bit bigger for him. Here, if I put these all back and just place them carefully back on, like this, make sure they're aligned. Place this here. Now if you get that type of trouble, I got that trouble, you need to group it. So you need to grab the selection tool, you just need to crop it and left click, and if you'll find something here, there will be something called group. You want to click on that, so whenever you move it, it's one thing now. So you want to click it like that, and then I'm just going to go back down in here, and I'm just going to give its beak. So to make the beak, you need to go to the star tool, and you want to create a star about like this. Click on it, and you don't need to do with the radius 1 and radius 2. You just need to do something with the points. So you just want to set that to 3, the points to 3, and click on OK, and you'll have a triangle. And you just want to accept that thing, the star, and you want to lower the size for this and make it orange. Now when you put it on the front and go to the rotate tool, where the shortcuts are, you want to flip it over like this, and you want to click it down a little bit like that. And last thing is that we need to create the outer for his eye. So same thing, we're just going to group it, left click and click on group. So I'm just going to place this here because we got to do something. So this is what I'm actually, so you first have to start with the little details from the paintbrush tool. So you're just gonna create this little belly and making it like this. And I'm just gonna wait. You need to make sure the stroke is, you can make the stroke whatever color you want for his belly. I'm just gonna make it dark brown. And you just wanna make it like just like this, pass right through and straight down. So you gotta do that same thing here. And just create the little edges. And just fill it up. So you wanna click on the strokes. I wanna set this 7 size, and I'm just gonna click on the sides, just like this. Make sure that it's perfectly aligned. So to make the little details, you just wanna draw right here, just like this, and just fill it up like this. So you want to fill it up completely, and once you fill that, we need to create a little detail with that. So let's fill that up like that. And now we just gotta add the little details with the paintbrush. And by the way, the shortcut to the paintbrush is V. So I'm gonna set it to 2, the stroke. The stroke should be black in color. And I'm just gonna create these little bumps just like this. And one more. Okay, that's it. So this is how to make an owl's face in Adobe Illustrator. Hello guys, in today's tutorial, I'll show you how to use Illustrator in 10 minutes. Let's get started. So, we'll talk about shapes. I'll go really quick. For the first one is rectangle, so the shortcut is M. And if you just pull like this, you can create like any sort of. You can create squares, rectangle, any sort of shape. So like this, like this, like this, like that. And for the next one, we're going to learn about the ellipse tool. The shortcut is L. And for that, you can create ovals. You can make like sort of downwards, sideways. You make it look like it's a little sideways, like it's swirling around. This way, this way, this way, this way. All sorts of shapes. Next, we're gonna learn about the polygon tool. So I'm going to go over here and click on polygon, and you can create a polygon by just clicking on the canvas. Or if you want to make any type of shape, you can use it yourself and make it as big as you want. This big, just like that. And next one we're going to learn is about this. So we're going to learn about the star tool. So we can same thing, we can pull it and make it as big as we want. And you can literally make any star. So if you want to make a triangle, you need to make a star, click on it, at the top left, it'll say points, so you can set that to 3, and click on OK, and you'll have a triangle. And if you want to make it bigger, you just have to hold it on the anchor, and just make it any triangle, like that. So you can accept those now. And for the cat, so if you want the canvas to low, high, down, or something, yeah, let's keep it up. I'll teach you in 6 minutes. So for this, if you want to make it the canvas high, up and down, we're gonna make it bottomly, top, like this. So click on it, you need to hold Control and plus to go in, and Control minus if you want to go out. There's Control minus. If you want to move it around, hold space and click on it and move it around. Next, we're going to learn about the lines that you create. Same thing, you can just make any sort of type of line that you can create. So that's one thing you can do with the line tool. So now I'm going to go to the rotate tool. So we can create, for example, I'll create a rectangle. I'm going pretty fast for 10 minutes. And I'm just gonna go to the rotate tool. The shortcut is R, and you need to click on it, and you can rotate it whenever you want, but just move it around. Look at that. You can make it this way. Anyway, you can do it. Next we're gonna learn about the paintbrush tool. So with the paintbrush tool, you can draw any sort of shape, and the stroke, if you click on stroke and create a color, it'll turn into that color, like this. And if you want it, you need to go to this, and you need to change it to this. So that's how you use the paintbrush tool. Let me X all this out real quick, and after that, we'll learn about the pen tool. So what the pen tool is that you can hold it up and push it back to create unique shapes. Most people use this for logos. For example, I'm going to do this. And if I want to stop it, I hold Alt. You hold Alt and click, and you'll have a shape like this. So let me just get rid of that real quick. So next one, we're going to learn about the curvature tool. So we need to go to the rectangle tool. I'll just take a rectangle tool for example, and take the curvature tool, and you can hold any point and create any, look at this, it's sort of like a button, and you can fill it up. So this, and so like that. So the next thing we're gonna learn real quick is the eraser tool. So it's just like paint. You create a circle, fill it up, and erase it. This. So if we want to erase it, we can fill up the points and just erase it completely, like this. Or if we click on here, you can just even use it for coloring. I never do that, but it really works. Oh, look at that. So you can create things like that. Pretty cool, right? So next, we're going to learn about the direct section tool. It's exactly the same thing. You can learn. It's for taking out and creating groups. So if you want to group these two things together, you need to go to the direct section tool. The shortcut is A, and you need to click on hold them, and then both of them, we're gonna go over here and left click, and it'll say group. You want to click on that. So whenever we move one, the other one goes into the thing. So next one, I'm gonna create the text. So type tool. The shortcut is T, and to use that, you can hold it. It's just like the rectangle tool. You hold it, but instead it looks that way. You can change the size of the text. I'm gonna send it to 100, so it goes a little higher. Just go roll, say that. And you can also create different fonts. Use this example. By over here, on character section in the properties, it'll say MyRed Pro. We can send it to, let's say, on this one. So we just zoom in like that. It's not a different size. So we can X that out. And next, we we can learn about the literal properties. For example, I'm going to take a rectangle, black, and for the properties tool, we need to click on any type of thing, and it will go for the properties. So if you want to fill it a different color, you can turn it green, and if you want the stroke to be yellow and make it look like a canvas, you can just keep it up like this and fold it up, and you can just draw. For example, I just draw. So that's one thing. And so what we're doing here is that we can create shapes by filling and stroking and all sorts of things like that. So next thing, we're going to learn about the gradient tool. So if we go over here, let's create it. So if we go rectangle tool, we can go over here, and if we go to the fill, we can gradient in a color. So for example, I'll do this and this, like that. So if you want to make your canvas like that, you can just go over to the sides and completely go into the sides and pick up a shape. Now you want that. So after that, you got the canvas turn. You can create a smaller shape and fill that into this gradient, like this. So you can make it like that, so it looks extra cool. You can place that here, like this, and just make it look like you're looking at something. Look at that, it kind of looks like you're actually seeing something like this. Pretty cool, right? And the next thing that we can do, so let me just X out all of this for instance. And after that, we can maybe even create. So if you want it to look like a prison, you can go over to here and click on the intersect of the canvas and put it back to the other side of the intersect. And you can go to the paintbrush tool, the shortcut B again. And I'm just gonna, if I click on here, so like this, I'm gonna create a sort of brown. So that is like let's do it right like that. So I can really just fix that out, and that's it. So this is how to learn Adobe Illustrator in 10 minutes. Hello. In today's video, I'll show you how to make a swap space. Let's get started. So you start off with a circle with an ellipse tool. I'll make it this big. You want to change it to this brown. And also set right under the fill. Under it will be stroke. If you go in the first, it'll say brown. So click on that. You have a brown circle. Next, you want to create a smaller circle. About just like right around that. But you want to change its color to a lighter color. Like this color. And put it right in the middle. Like that. So now we have this skin tone. Next, you want him to have eyes. So let's create some eyes about that big. Set this to white with the fill tool. And you just want to put it right there. Yeah, maybe a little smaller. About that much. Now you want to click back onto the ellipse tool. And you want to click on that. On the top left, you'll find a ellipse, it'll say ellipse, and don't do anything with the width and height, just click on it, and you'll have another one again. So I'm just going to try that, but yours will be. If that happens, you can just make it a bit smaller. So now it has the outside of the eye as a pupil. So click the ellipse tool, and you click on the properties, you click on fill and black, and set it to black. And you also want to just clone it with the ellipse tool. It'll say again the same thing, and it made the outside of this eye. And you just want to create it like that. So now it has the eyes. You create a small nose. So I want to make a nose about that much. Like this. Just a bit smaller. And next, we want to create a smile for him. So create a smile. Now what are we missing? Yes, ears. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna create ears right like that. So you see this right here? The outside part? That's the color we want to fill it in. So you wanna click on that color. If you don't know, if you're having some hard time with the color, see over here, there'll be an eyedropper tool. If you don't know where that is, click on the I letter on your keyboard, and use that for the color. So now you want to set the stroke to none, to be with that color, and you want to clone it with the ellipse tool like this. Yep. Now we put it here. We put one here. And all we have to do is create one inside. So do it like that. Create this. And we have this white shade, the color of this inside. We clone it. So we go on top. We go on to the top left. Like this. And you just place that right in the middle of this thing. So now you have the ears. This is how you make a slot space in Adobe Illustrator. Bye. Hello guys, in today's video, I'll show you how to make a cheetah's face. Pretty simple. So in every video, we start with a circle, all as usual. And I want to make the color of the cheetah's skin. I'm just gonna put this skin, but you can put on any skin. So I always forget this. Look, I admit. I need to set this to none. Click on the thing, and then click on the color button, and make a color like this, and click, and after that under it there will be something, and if you click on that, it's called stroke. So if you click on that, you need to set it to the word none. Click on that. It's the very first one. After that, you'll get something like this. So next we want to add ears. So we just make how size the ear wants. So this time the color is going to be a little bit different. It's like a darker version. Like that. Now we want to click with the shape tool. You'll find a clip on the top right. Don't do anything with the width and height, just click on OK, and you'll have another one. Or if you did, then it would be completely different. So now that we have two ears, we gotta create the inside. So I'm gonna create about that big. Set this to black. And place it where? And click on the shift tool again, get that. Exit tool, get the K. Take that and place it in the middle. Like that. Then it kind of looks like the frog video. Eyes for the frog from the frog video. But we're not making a frog today. We're making a cheetah. So you click on the same tool. Take this. Click on OK. We actually want a bunch of these. So let's click on it. Or just like, let's make 5 dots. 4. And last one. So you can place them around here. Like that. Now I want to create eyes. So click on the tool. You do not use any of these. Create our own. Make it a little more bigger than the spots. But enough to fit. Set that to white. And you have that. Click on the shape tool. Click on that. Flip tool, yes. And we grab the same thing. And place it there. Now we're gonna copy 2 of these. So click one. Oh, forgot something. I want to see it. Click on it. Flip tool. Click on OK. Flip tool. Click on OK. Actually, I want to lower this a little bit. It's not. I'm going to place them facing us. Look at that! Now I just want to add a smile and some whiskers. So I grab the paint tool, you create a smile and whiskers. Whiskers here, and we're done. See ya! And make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos. See ya! Hello. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to make a city landscape step by step in Adobe Illustrator. Let's get started. So, as usual, but this time we're starting a landscape. So, what we're gonna do is not create a circle, but create a whole square like this. So you see this? It'll say rectangle tool. Click on M. You just size it up to the canvas. Click on fill, and all you have to do is just get a perfect color for the sky in the background. So I'm gonna do about that color. And what I want to do next is to size it down like this, about here, like that. And on the bottom, the stroke, we set that to none, the first part. And if we click on that, we have a sky. So next we click back onto the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M. And you just want to create the white part. You just want to click on that part. Click on fill. And change it to a gray color here. Oh, that's it. So I want to create a gray color. So like that. And now, next we want to create like the lines on the road. So what we want to do, go to the rectangle tool, and make about a stroke like that. Then fill it to white, like this. And you want to click back onto the rectangle tool, like it's M. And I just want to click on that, and on the top left, it'll say rectangle tool, and don't do anything with the width and height, and just click on OK. So you have another one, and keep on doing that. I'm going to do those a few more times. About 5. So if they don't go to the color as you want, you gotta click on all of them, go to the properties, and under periods, it'll be fill. You just want to click on white. So do that to every single one. But if yours turn white, you're lucky. So you just want to keep on clicking everything on white. Like that. Okay, so now I want to place them like a road. So I'm gonna place them in right like this. How about this one just good. Like that. So now the road has its lines. Now next we want to create the background, which is green. So we go about here on the road, create another one. That'll turn white, but I want to turn it into this green color. So I'm just gonna turn it into a green color. So next, I want to add the things there. First, I'm gonna make the bushes in the background. So this is actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the rectangle, place it back here, and what I want to do is just go to the paper tool, the shortcut is D, and right next to the stroke, there's an up and down button. You just want to click on that, right over here, and oops, maybe that. Click that, maybe I can do that. So I'm just gonna use 20. So let me just erase this. Okay, so here, let me just really quick change the color for this. Like this. Can we do that? And while that, I'll see you after I just click this out. Okay, now I took it out. Now all I need to do is click this back on. And about this much we're gonna measure. So let me just quickly set the landscape to none. And the color of that you can't see, so like that. And what I'm gonna do is click on the paper tool again, right next to it. I'm gonna change it all the way. So let me first go to the frame. Do that to nothing. And what I want to do, I just put a dot here, so no dots to go. And I'm just gonna set it to about 15 and create and set the color, the fill color, to green like this. Oh, the stroke actually. Yeah, it's supposed to be a stroke. So I'm gonna get a darker color for that. So I'm just gonna do this. Create a bunch of bushes, like bigger ones. So set there. So I set it to 20 now. Like that. So I just wanna click everywhere. Like that. Now I'm gonna go out, go over here, and just place it like this. Actually, I'm gonna hide it now. And I want to make sure it lines with this like that. So after that, now I need to make a bench. So go to the rectangle tool. The shortcut is always M. And I want to create a bench. So what I'm going to do is create a rectangle like this. Then I'm going to get like a sandy color for it.
the bench if that's and I want to just do that way, like that. And next, I want to create a bit thin. You say, I'm just gonna turn that into a black one. I'll go back to the rectangle shortcuts M. I want to click on it 3 times on the top left. It'll say rectangle. As always, no width and height. Just don't do anything with the width and height. And you'll have these pieces. So you want about 3 of them. I have 4. So I just want to put 3 places here. I'm just gonna delete this one like that. And then you just wanna create a larger one, the sitting part. And I want to set it to a sandy color, that same color for the top, and set the stroke to none. Same thing for this. That. So put those both to none, and they have the seat. And I'm just gonna give a small. You don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna give it a small. So I'm just gonna create a brownish one. Oh, look at that one like that. Wait, I don't want it. Like that. And I'm just gonna create a small legs. So I'll put one here. Take that to a black color. I'm gonna do the same to this one. So I'll just do that to here. This. Set that to black. So now we finished the bench part. Now, next I want to create the sun. So here, I don't want to forget that. So I'm gonna take the stroke, and click the dot. Okay, wait, I'm gonna put the dot right here. Then size it up to the sun. Okay, about there. Then set the fill to yellow. This. I just wanna click. Yeah, I already have it right there. That's pretty easy. And I wanna go back down to the size and just create a few lines. And then I wanna create a bush right over here with berries. So go to the paintbrush, back to the paintbrush tool, and set it to 10. The shortcut for paintbrush tool is B. So that color. I want to make sure the stroke is set to green. So I just create like this. Maybe one more. Like some things poking out. That. And for the berries, I'm gonna see how big I want them. I want them this much. And you can make any color for them, for those berries. I'm just gonna set them to red. And I put a few all around. Like that. And up to you finish. I'm gonna add one more, like that. Now we have the bushes, the vents, and everything. So, guess that's it. This is how to make a city landscape in Adobe Illustrator. See ya. Hello guys, in today's tutorial, I'll show you how to draw a funny iPhone face. So let's get started. So first I'm going to start with the rectangle tool, and the shortcut is N. So I'm going to create a rectangle for the phone. And I'm going to create it like this. We're exactly going to make it this thick. I know that's a lot, but trust me. So we're going to keep it like this and fill it with a blue, or you can lower it just a little bit. And we can do it leave it like that, or I'll do just like that. And then just to make a little, I'm gonna pull this down a little bit to make a little bit of an iPhone shape, like that. And then I'm gonna create all the face tiles right here. So if I want to do that, I want to go to the paintbrush tool. The shortcut is B. I'm just gonna lower this down here, so now it's like this. And I'm just gonna keep it like this, and just place it like this. I'm gonna keep it just down. Make sure it's straight on the edges, just like that. And I'm going to draw a smaller line, so if I just do one, tap that back on this place, and I'm just going to take a stroke to a gray, like this, and I'm just going to draw one line and one dot, like this. Next, I'm going to create the face, right? So I'm going to create the eyes. So you can go to the ellipse tool, draw a circle, and fill that completely black. And then you have to click it with the ellipse tool on. On the top left corner, you'll have an eclipse saying. And don't do anything with the width and height. Just click on OK. I have another one, and I just need to make sure there's 9, maybe let's set to 9, like this, and I'm just going to place them both straight. And I'm going to create the pupil, which is going to be white. I'm going to set it to white. Here, I'll keep it black, I'll keep it on a color, and so I can see it, and when I place it, I'll turn it white. So when I click on that, same thing, it'll say eclipse, don't do anything with the width and height. Just click on OK, just like this. And you'll have another one. So I'm going to place one, like this. Oops, I don't want to rotate it. So I'm going to place one, like this, and fill it white. Like that. And then another one, same thing. I'm just going to fill it white. Just like that. So now we have eyes. I'm going to create a little smile. So we're going to go to this. And here, if I tap on here, it'll understand this. So you see, I'm just going to create a little smile. Or maybe here, I'm going to change it into a black color. Stroke to a black color. Good. Like that. I'm just going to add a few blush. I'm going to grab this into a nice pink and just one there. So after that, I'm going to create the apps down here. So I'm going to go to a rectangle tool, the shortcut's M again. I'm going to create a rectangle like this. Make sure the stroke is the smallest. The stroke is this grayish color, grayish whitish color, about like that. Then, just for example, I'm just gonna create some random apps. Make this a little bigger. I'm gonna fill this into a red. I'm gonna fill this one. Yeah, if I go to the selection tool, shortcut Z, click on it, I'm going to turn this into a brown. And I'm going to turn this one into a yellow, like this. Okay, there we go. Now, really quick, just to make it funny, I'm actually going to take the tongue. So I'm going to go to the paintbrush tool, the shortcut B. I'm going to click here, take the smallest thing right here, and I'm just going to turn it into a light pink for its tongue. Just like that. And I'm just going to create the smallest line. Oh yeah, I can leave it like that. So this is how to make a funny iPhone face in Adobe Illustrator.